But of course, we have as well, another way is paid traffic that is really important, and we think that is a must if you want to have a real business. So, and I have a curiosity for Erico. What is the percentage of your revenue that you invest in traffic already?
What is the percentage of my revenue that I invest?
How much
money do I put?
I mean, if you want to say that how much money is okay.
Yes, no, I can say that as well. I don't think about the percentage of my profit. So I will try to explain how I think and then how much I invest. So when I have a launch, in the beginning, you have very little cash in the bank. Cash. So as you build up the launches in the beginning, invest as much as you can, but you don't have much. Eventually, that little cash is turning to be big cash. And you put that on the bank. Most of the cash that I did in the beginning, and I will come to the answer, I didn't take out. So I didn't take out the cash, left in the company. So I take as little as I needed to survive because I needed a company with a lot of cash. Eventually, by launch 3, 4, 5, I don't know exactly, I have a big pot of cash in the company. I was a poor entrepreneur with a rich company. Kind of a poor. I myself, if you looked at me, was not poor, but I was like, okay, and I have a really company with a lot of cash. Then here's the thing. So I have almost unlimited money to invest. Like, how come if it's limited? Because I know how much after 2, 3, 4, by launch 7, I get very confident of how much I can pay for a lead. So if I place an ad, and a lot of people will see the ad, some people will sign up for my masterclass or my launch, and by the time that I do the math, I know how much I pay for that lead. I know how much I can pay for the lead. You guys want to know how much I can pay for a lead? You guys want to really know?
There's a huge level here, Erico.
No, I pay 10 reais a lead. So here's what I say to my team. After 20 launches, I get really confident that I can pay 10 reais a lead. So I go to my team. Now I have a team. Usually it was me. Now as you grow, you build a team. I say, buy as many leads as you want for 10 reais a lead. Go flipping crazy. In the beginning of the launch, the last launch, their goal, we put a goal, they had the goal of buying 420,000 leads at that price. And it's not like there is conditions, no? The kind of ads they can do, they cannot promise the unpromisable, what is not reachable. I cannot promise, become a lead, and I will give you an iPhone. They have to have a lot of integrity. Yeah, so it's not a problem. But I know the conditions. So they go there and buy as many as they can at that price. So in the launch that I recorded a podcast, say how much money I make. So if you want to search, there's even the cents. I think for that launch, which was my biggest launch in the year, I spent well over 4 million reais in leads. But it's not because it's not about the last percentage of the profit. If I could have spent 8 million reais, I would have.
Because you know the return.
If I could have spent 10 million reais, I would have as well. Because I have cash in the bank for that. I know the leads, they tend to convert under that situation. I'm comfortable with that. And I have the cash to do it. So now, how did I get 4 million reais to invest? Starting with almost nothing. In my first launch was 1,000 or 3,000 reais. Eventually, you get to your bankroll is going to grow. Yes. And I'm now, after 20 launches, I am comfortable. Now, imagine there is one point as well, very important. When I put 4 million reais a launch, and one day you guys is going to, we start with 1,000, then 1,000 is too much, and then you go for 10,000. Oh my God, 10,000. And one day it's going to be 100,000. Oh my gosh, 100,000. But eventually you get, it's like driving a car. Eventually 120 miles is not that much. Kind of, you know you can drive if there's, but you just do if I go to my launch and make 0, If I lose the 4 million reais, I don't go bankrupt because I have cash in the bank. So I only make the investments I can lose. Eventually, I have not lost. And then I keep bankrolling them and inspiring them. But the good thing about growing the investment is not the money itself. And this is what few people see it. When they look at that podcast, they want to say, Erico, how much money did you make? Oh my gosh, you're a playboy. You are so rich guy. They don't see that the biggest asset that I got from that launch is not the money. So imagine there's the launch. I invested 4, I'm going to give rough numbers, did 12 million reais. You take the costs in ads and stuff, it's about, I doubled the money. So at the end of the day, Hotmart's not the cheapest thing ever, right? They also have to pay for all of this, right? They do a good job, but anyway. So I'm never going back, right? Oh, yeah. Never bring me back. Anyway, but
no. In fact, I am going to cancel your conference this afternoon.
Oh, great. But people think, oh, you did 8 million, invest 4, and all. They just think about the money. They are white belts if they're thinking about money, because this campaign has so much exposure. For 400,000 people, more than 400,000 people don't know who I am. 400,000 people was presented with this new concept, the new way of marketing. And that's what's going on. That's a seed that I'm planting that eventually I'm gonna harvest, right? So I'm gonna collect 1, 2, or 3 years. So it's a big plantation, a big planting. A lot of people said, I invested 10,000 reais and it didn't do 1 million. How long have you been doing this? I've been planting my seeds now since 2013. So it's 4 years, 5 years. I'm bad. 6. I'm planting seeds, and now people saying, "Oh, it's like you're going to the gym for 6 years. Eventually, you're strong, right? Eventually, you are strong. If you keep going to the gym and eating well, you're gonna get strong."
So thank you, Erico.